the 49-yard line. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. A beautiful fake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zach Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Falcons ready to take over. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost the game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now Allen off the bootleg. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first down, Allen. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run for the first time with James Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Allen. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Allen. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
On second down, it's Walker. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenneth Walker. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That drive a long way, spanning 15 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Kenneth Walker. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth
if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Again, Wilson will keep it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Oh, look at the juke. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. On 2nd and 9. Wilson, going for Jefferson downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. It's Wilson. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Seven, our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Blake Gilligan on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Singletary trying the left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On second down, here's Wilson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Wilson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Wilson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort in that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Wilson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You're so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you did.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Dance into it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him up back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And take it right on the 30. The Falcons offense set to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Allen. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And a completion to Wilson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. To the air, Allen. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On play action, Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On play action, Allen under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. McPherson's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, it's Allen. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Traylon Burks from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen going to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also into field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. The screen pass here to Cohen. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On third down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
He was brought down at the 26.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Allen taking in left side. It's Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now Allen going right back to Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Singletary to get the drive started. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Allen now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part
catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd and 10, Allen. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Working, and it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team, it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Flush to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack on first down, Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's got Akins, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A run between the tackles with Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now Wilson on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wilson. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Allen. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, Hal loses it. And the Jags grab it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Third and long, here's Howell. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing, Dalton. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They try again with Cohen. And some room to roam now. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Play action here with Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. He's able to find Melton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a pickup of 6.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dalton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took it a little too far, and second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. And Dalton to throw. Swings this out here for Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will lead to a third and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly four-down territory. To throw here, Dalton. The screen pass here to Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll go play action. Howell. He's got this complete, finding Cook on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Second down and 7. Second down, Howell back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Dalton. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Andy Dalton. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. On second down, Cook. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Howell tried to pick it up on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now throwing on first down here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On second down, a run with Jefferson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Cook running right, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Howell from the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Dalton and the offense now. Down by 12. A minute 53 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Now Dalton. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Dalton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Dalton. And incomplete on the deep ball. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason. But that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. So Dalton now. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Again, it's Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.